Good morning, everybody. My name is Sarah. It's Saturday. The weekend is upon us. It's going to be a relatively nice and mild day. I can see the winds blowing a little bit out there, but it's a nice reprieve probably from the past week or so. Yesterday was pretty mild as well, so that's good. But I'm going to do my long ride today. I'm going to head up to Niagara Falls, and probably going to be about 5 hours, somewhere in that realm. Gonna ride basically along the river right up to the falls. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of decent footage of the falls that way. But tomorrow is going to be pretty dismal with rain. Hello, Leo. So I don't know, I'll probably maybe do like 2-3 hours on the trainer tomorrow. Nothing exciting, unless for some reason the Weather Channel lies in a good way. You know, we're kind of victims of circumstance around here come springtime. But I'm going to get going. It's going to be a nice ride, sun shining. It's a little bit cooler, but it always feels warmer when the sun is out. Mostly flat courses. Nothing terribly exciting other than getting out of the house on a beautiful spring weekend day. Well, about 18 miles in, and I am in Canada, visiting our neighbors to the north. So this is one of my favorite routes to do for a endurance ride. It's almost 100% flat. The intensity goes down a little bit when you gotta kind of navigate the traffic and the bridge and all that. But once you get on the Canadian side, it's a long parkway, goes along the river the entire time. It's 30 miles per hour on the road, or 50k an hour. It's very scenic, very smooth, very quiet. You usually get the headwind in one direction, as I am now. I get a nice quick return home. But if it wouldn't look like I was a drug dealer to the Border Patrol, I'd probably be over here every week or so. Well, it's about 24 hours from the last piece of footage you saw from my ride. It is now Sunday, and as you can see, I had a bit of an incident. As I was coming back from the falls, I was about that midway point of my 75-mile ride. I was coming down a parkway, there was a car parked on the right, and I came around the parked car, and there was a pothole that was just obstructed from my view that I did not see until I was basically in it. And a bit of a comedy of errors, I had just put my hand back down on the bars from kind of fueling. I was eating like a Cliff Bar or whatever. And it was a very strange pothole. It wasn't like a deep, craggy kind of pothole. It was just kind of like this depression in the road, and it was just a very uneven surface. And instead of my wheel going straight in and straight out, it kind of followed the line of this uneven surface, and my front wheel came out and to the left and kind of up, dumping me on my right side. And it was a very hard, uncomfortable fall. I fell on my shoulder, I fell on my hip and my elbow, and it wasn't nice. So Obviously, I had to get picked up, checked out by a doctor. Actually, my biggest concern was that I broke my collarbone because it hurt really bad and there was some numbness. But luckily, I suffered only a tear to my rotator cuff and a type 1 separation of the AC joint, which is the best case scenario with that. Usually people see a full recovery and whatnot. And the doctor has actually cleared me to, basically after about 48 hours or so from today. So actually on Tuesday, he said, if I'm feeling better, I'm okay to ride my bike. It's not going to do any more real damage. Granted, I keep it upright, but a road bike, not a mountain bike. I should be able to absorb most of the shock. Obviously I've got to let the pain be my compass and whatnot, but there's no physical reason why I can't, so that's good. I can use the indoor trainer before that point if I want to do something tonight or tomorrow. I can just kind of sit upright and spin my legs out. The sling I'm using kind of on and off to kind of immobilize, and then it's kind of like a few hours on, few hours off, kind of keep things iced, just to kind of help heal. You don't want this type of, your shoulder can stiffen up really badly, so I don't keep the sling on all the time. It's mostly when I start to feel fatigued, and you can kind of feel it start to kind of tremble because of just some general weakness. And then I have this little thing on my hand here. I didn't hurt my wrist, but there's some generalized weakness in my right hand. I can't write very well. And the doctor said most of that's because some of the reduced blood flow. The blood is all up here trying to do its job and heal things. So he said a little compression on the wrist will help bring back a little of that grip strength so I can kind of function and do the things that I need to do. So it sucks. It's a hurt to the pride. It's obviously some physical pain. Things could have been a lot worse. Some very kind, good Samaritans in Canada, in a different country, actually saw what happened and were very gracious in bringing my bike up on their porch and letting me wait in the house until I was able to get a ride home. Just a very nice thing to do. They didn't have to do that, but it was nice to kind of not be sitting out on the side of the road. My bike is okay. It's not horrendous. I hit my rear derailleur mostly and bent the derailleur hanger, so I'm just going to send that up to the shop tomorrow, see if that can be fixed or just put a new derailleur hanger on. It is replaceable. The derailleur itself is scuffed up, but it seems to shift okay. So worst case scenario, it looks like I'm replacing that. There is no damage to the frame at all. I'm obviously going to give it a full inspection at the bike shop just to make sure, but there isn't even a scuff anywhere on the frame, so I have no reason to believe that the frame is damaged or cracked. I really just took the brunt of the fall. The bike didn't come down until after I came down, and it was, kind of came down with my leg and probably towards the rear wheel first and then the front. So I guess it's one less thing, that I have to worry about. I'm hurt, that sucks, but if I was hurt and my bike was destroyed, I'd be really upset. So I'll send that out to get that tidied up and fixed tomorrow. I'll switch to my other bike if it's going to take a couple of days, but that's about it. I just wanted to kind of put together the end portion of this vlog. Today, there's really not going to be any content other than my story or my adventure, if you will. I'm just literally going to rest. If I feel up to it later, I might spin out the legs for an hour on the trainer because I am sore from the impact. If you've ever been in a car accident or anything like that before, just when you tense up, everything is sore. My legs, the insides of my legs, my neck. It's not horrendous, but they're sore, so maybe kind of a quick spin out on the bike will kind of help with that just soreness. But that's about it. I will probably start back up on Monday. This week in vlogs have been really kind of shoddy. I had every intention of getting my vlog from Thursday or Friday finally uploaded yesterday, and then obviously best laid plans. I ended up spending 5 hours dealing with x-rays and doctors and all that stuff, and I never got that done. So that's going up really late. But hopefully I'll get a little bit more regularity and whatnot this coming week. But If you guys have ever been injured in a crash, let me know in the comments below. I've heard some really bad injuries. I am considering myself very fortunate to have not broken anything and have to deal with anything, super long term. It's an acute tear, an acute separation, a little bit of kind of rehabbing and care and exercises. That should go all back to normal. I'm still young. I still am able to kind of recover for those things. I'm active, so the doctor's not worried, and I'm not worried. But if you guys have ever dealt with any kind of injuries or crashes below, put them in the comments below. I think everybody's got some kind of a story before. This is not the first time I've gone down on a bike. I've been hit by cars before. But let me know your story in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.